for court.
Amanyago, 6 years old.
Business.
Okola business chi. Business chi?
Tunda greens.
I sell greens.
Where do you live?
Ggaba.
Which place,
Ggaba.
Stella?
Ggaba water.
Where is this found?
Ggaba water esangibwa wa?
Elimu trading. Elimu trading.
Trading of where? Do you know the party?
Trading yawa. Omanyi omuluka.
Which division?
Division ogimanyi.
Makendi.
Do you know Gideon Eteku?
Omanyi Gideon Eteku.
Gideon Eteku muyitanga mutabani wange.
I call Gideon Eteku as my son.
How old was he?
Yali wa bbanga ki?
Yali alina emyaka 2 n'ekitundu.
2.5 years.
Stella, do you also know where you were on the 2nd of April this year?
Omanyi wa gye waali nga 2 Okwokuna guno omwaka?
In the morning.
Ku makya.
Nakeera ku makya ne ntegeka omwana wange.
I woke up in the morning and I prepared my child.
Mwana wange namutegeka ne muleeta ku daycare.
And I brought him to the daycare.
Ne mulekayo ne nsalayo ne nzirayo ku mirimu gyange.
But Stella, which daycare?
Daycare ki? Gye wamutwalamu? Erinnya lya daycare.
In which place?
Esangibwa wa?
Stella, we are going to ask you to be strong, and we go through this process for court. Okay? Okay. So which daycare is this? Where is it, or where is it found?
Esangibwa muno mu Ggaba.
The daycare is found in Ggaba.
So at what time did you take Gideon to the daycare that morning?
Namutwala nga ku ssaawa 2 awo.
I took Gideon to the daycare at around 8 a.m.
And what followed after you took Gideon to the daycare?
Ng'omaze kutwala Gideon mu daycare ki ekyaddako?
Naddayo ku mirimu gyange.
I went to my work.
And what followed?
Ne waddako ki?
Nali awo waliyo mukwano gwange bamuyita Nakimuli.
Around what time was that?
Zaali ssaawa meka olwo?
Zaali ssaawa 5.
To the court, please? Yes. It was around 11 a.m. There is a friend of mine called Nachimuli.
Yes, proceed, Stella.
Nambuuza omwana wamututte ku ssomero.
She asked me whether I had taken the child to school.
Ne mugamba ye.
I said I had taken the child to school.
Nangamba yanguwako wali omutema ayingidde essomero temudda abaana.
She told me to hurry up to school. There was a murderer who had killed some children.
Nagwamu amaanyi.
Stella,
tugende mpola mpola bawandiike by'oyogera.
Tambulira ku speed yange mpola, eh? Okay. What followed after your friend Nachimuli told you of the assailant who had entered the school and killed.
Nakimuli ng'amaze okugamba omutemu yali ayingidde essomero ekyaddako.
Nagwamu amaanyi.
I lost the energy. I tried to run, but I felt my feet were not moving.
Nfuna boda.
I got a boda.
Yes.
Bwe nafuna boda nagenda okusanga essomero abantu bangi.
When I reached the school, I found when many people had gathered around the school.
Nayingira buyingizi nabatomera butomezi.
I just entered.
Yes.
Bwe nayingira mu kibiina ne mpita Gideon nga simulaba.
When I entered the classroom, I called Gideon, but I could not see him.
Nensooka ne ngwa wansi.
Stella, ogenda kutambulira ku speed yange ojja kunnindako nkubuulira ekiddako. Yes.
Nensooka ne ngwa wansi.
I first fell down.
Yes.
Bwe nagwa wansi mukyala n'aŋŋamba nti wali abaana be batutte ku wenzi mu ddwaliro.
Babatutte ku ddwaliro wa? Wenzi.
Yeah.
When I had fallen down, some lady told me that there are some children they had taken to Wenz Hospital.
Wenz, my lord, is W-E-E-N-T-Z. W-E-N-T-Z. So they tell you they have taken them to Wenz Medical Center. Proceed.
Nga bamaze okugamba nti waliwo abaana be baali batutte ku Wenz Medical Center. Kyekyaddako.
Natambulawoko ne mpulira era nga sisobola.
I tried walking, but I could not.
Ne nfuna boda.
I again boarded a boda.
Yes.
Bwe nafuna boda ne ntuuka eddwaliro.
I reached the medical center.
Nasangawo gyali.
So what did you find at the medical center?
Ng'otuuse ku ddwaliro ki kye wasanga?
Nayingira mu room omwali abaana.
I entered the room where the children were.
Nasangawo abaana baaliwo basatu nga bababisi.
The room.
Bwe wayingira room,
what did you find?
Wasanga ki?
Nasangayo abaana nga bababisi.
I found children that were covered.
Nimbuuza omusawo nti omwana wange mulamu.
I asked the doctor whether my child was alive.
Kana.
And the doctor told me to calm down.
Neziramu ne mubuuza musawo omwana wange mulamu.
I again asked the doctor whether my child was alive.
N'angamba bonna bafu.
And he told me that they were all dead.
Okay. So what followed?
Kyekyaddako.
Ndagwamu amaanyi. Ne tubeerawo kaawo. Poliisi ne bajja.
I remained there, then police came.
Poliisi bwe yajja negamba nti abaana ebatwala e Mulago.
When police came, they decided to take the children to Mulago.
Okay. Stella, before police came, did you get a chance to look at Gideon?
Yes,
police nga tennatuuka wafuna akakisa kulaba ku Gideon?
Yes, sir.
What did you see?
Gentleman understands only
Yeah.
English,
Sarah,
so make sure you interpret.
True.
I got a chance to look at Gideon.
So what did you see
Bwe wamulaba walaba ki?
about Gideon? In what state was he?
Yali mu mbeera ki?
Mwana wange baamusala akambe wano bw'oti.
My child was cut with a knife in the neck,
Namuno baamufumitamu.
and he was also stabbed in the neck,
Era omusaayi gwali mungi nnyo.
and he had a lot of blood.
So you say police came and he was taking the bodies to Mulago. Did they take the bodies to Mulago?
Ogambye nti poliisi yajja n'egamba nti etwale emirambo e Mulago. Baagitwala?
Yes, sebo.
Yes.
What followed after that?
Ki ekyaddako?
Twasigalawo ffe ewaka engeri gye naali bw'omu saasobola okugenda n'abaali bagenda mu ddwaliro.
We stayed at home since I was alone. I could not follow people who were going to the hospital.
So did anyone in your family follow up at the hospital to your knowledge?
Waliwo omuntu yenna ava mu famire yammwe eyagendako ku ddwaliro?
It was the following day.
So what happened on the following day?
Olunaku olwaddako ki ekyatuukawo?
Olunaku olwaddako organizinga bagende baggyeyo bode ya Gideon okuva mu ddwaliro.
Damu?
Damu? You repeat?
Olunaku olwaddako twa organizinga ogenda okuggyayo ki bode.
We organized to go and pick the body of Gideon from the hospital.
Yes.
Era twamuggyayo.
And we picked him.
Yes.
Ne tumutuusako ewaka.
We took him home.
Yes.
Ne tunoonya entambula.
And looked for transport.
Yes.
Ne tusimbula.
Where did you take the body?
Omwana Gideon twamutwala Palisa.
And then we set off to Palisa.
What happened in Palisa?
Nga mutuuse Palisa ki ekyaddako?
Era twa organizinga okuziika, how should I say, twateekateeka engeri gye twali tugenda muziikamu.
We prepared for burial.
So when was Gideon buried?
Mwamuziika ddi?
Gideon twamuziika lwa mukaaga.
We buried him on a Saturday.
Finally, Stella, did you get to know the person who had killed your
Wamala
son?
n'otegeera omutemu eyatemula mutabani wo?
Se bamundaganga ku ssimu naye mulabye leero.
They used to show him to me on the phone, but I've seen him today.
So did you know the accused person before this incident?
Nga bino byonna tebinabaawo, ono gwe bagamba nti ye yatta abaana wali omumanyi?
Nedda ssebo.
I didn't know him before this incident.
My Lord, that's all from the witness. She's available for cross, if any.
Who is examining? Okay, yes, Miss Sarah, please.
Much obliged. Stella, accept our condolences.
Kkiriza okusaasira okuva ku baalooya b'omuvunaanibwa.
Kitalo nnyo. So we just have a few questions to ask. At what time did you always take the child to school?
Omwana walinga omutwala ku ssomero ssaawa mmeka?
Twalanga ku emu naye ku olunaku nalwawoko.
I used to take him to school at 7, but on that day I delayed.
So at what time did you take him on that day?
Kwolwo wamutwala ssaawa mmeka?
Zaali ssaawa 2.
It was 8.
And when you would bring the child to school, who would you meet? Like the first person to meet at the school?
Bwe watwalanga omwana ku ssomero, ani gwe wasookanga okulaba ku ssomero?
Abamesa babeerawo.
The teachers were always there.
So when you reach and the teachers were there, would you enter with the child to the school?
Bwe watuukanga ng'abasomesa we bali, wayingiranga n'omwana mu ssomero?
Ennyabo.
Yes.
So when you're entering with the child to school, were you checked? Were you always checked?
Nga muyingiza abaana mu ssomero, baaza.
Bakebera bags balabe engoye z'otaddemu.
They used to check the bags to see the clothes we have put inside.
Okay. And what time do you always pick him?
Wamukimanga ssaawa mmeka?
Ssaawa 10.
At 4.
And when you were picking him, do you also used to enter the school?
Ng'omukima era wayingiranga essomero?
Ennyabo.
Yes.
And when you're entering the school, were you always checked?
Ng'oyingira essomero era baabakeberanga?
Nedda.
No.
So when you told us that it is Chimuli who informed you of that child, what time was it exactly? Or would you...
Sarah, you could raise your voice a little bit.
Much obliged. What time was it exactly that she was able to inform you?
Zaali ssaawa mmeka zennyini Nakimuli we yakugambira biki byali bituuseewo?
Ali ssaawa 5.
It was 11.
And did the school ever inform you of the accident?
Biki byali bituuseewo?
Nedda.
No.
Okay. Stella, did you ever find a security guard for the child?
Bwe watwalanga omwana ku ssomero wasanga muserukale ku geeti?
Omusirikale abeera sayidi z'eno ku gundi eno. Balaba wonna.
The security officer is always this side.
So you not find him at the gate?
Kitegeeza nti yabeeranga ku geeti.
Sijja bali.
I
Stella,
can't
the
lie.
question is, whenever you drop Gideon at the gate, would you find a security person guarding or manning the gate?
Bwe wajjanga ku geeti ng'oleese omwana wasangako omukuumi oba omusirikale.
babeerawo.
They are always there.
They are always there, and wherever you bring the child and when you're taking back the child, they were always at the gate.
Ng'oleeta omwana era ng'omukima bo baabeerangawo abakuumi.
babeerangawo.
They used to be there.
So we are also the security team, the security personnel checking. You, apart from the teachers, was the security personnel checking?
Abakuumi babakeberanga nga muyingira.
abasomesa be bakebera.
It was only teachers who used to check.
Again, Stella, accept our condolences. That's all, my Lord.
Any re-exam?
My Lord, no re-exam. We pray to call the next witness.
Stella, thank you so much for coming and for being strong, and we condole with you upon the loss of your baby.
Stella webale kujja era tukusaasira olw'okufiirwa omwana wo.
Those people taking pictures.
Ab'ebifaananyi please. Ab'ebifaananyi tulekeraawo.
Okay, can we agree that we don't have to take every picture?
Ab'ebifaananyi tukaanye tetukuba buli kifaananyi.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
What's your name?
Bakuyita
Komakech Marvin or team.
Repeat your names again.
I'm called Komakech Marvin or team.
How old are you, Mr. Tim?
I'm 32 years.
What's your religion?
I'm a Catholic.
Please let him take oath.
I swear by the Almighty God.
I by the Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give
that the evidence I shall give
touching the matter
touching the matter before court
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
nothing but the truth.
nothing but.
Are you comfortable speaking to us in English?
I beg your pardon.
Are you comfortable speaking to the court in English? Are you comfortable with the English language? Are you comfortable with it? Okay.
I would prefer to use Luganda
You
because
prefer
I'm
to
at
use
home.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay. They will interpret for you the questions that he asks.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Mr. Mwaganya, please.
So, Mr. Komakech, you say you are 32 years. Where do you live?
Obeera luddawa?
Mbera Ggaba water.
I stay in Ggaba water.
What parish is Ggaba water found?
Mulukaki.
Simanyi bulungi Ggaba water balimu.
But what division?
Makindye division.
Eh?
Makindye.
Makindye.
Yes.
And what do you do for a living?
Okola mulimu ki?
Ndi chef.
I'm a chef.
Do you know that man sitting down there?
Omusajja atudde awo wansi omumanyi? I know that she's very well.
How do you know him?
Omumanyi otya?
Mumanyi nga suspect
As a suspect of murder of children.
How about the person called Keisha Agenroth Otim? Do you know that person?
Ate Keisha Agenroth Otim, omumanyi?
mumanyi bulungi kuba abadde mwana wange.
I know her very well because she was my daughter.
How old was she?
Yali alina emyaka meka?
Abadde guno omwezi nga 28 adde akola emyaka 2.
She was making 2 years, 28th April.
So what happened on the 2nd of April 2026?
Kyekyalukawo nga 2 Ogwokuna 2026.
Nga bulijjo nga ngenza okukola.
I woke up early as usual and I went to work.
Nentuuka ku mulimu nenkola nga bye nnina okukola ku mulimu.
I reached my workplace and I started work.
Then supervisor wange najja.
Then my supervisor came.
N'angamba omwana afudde.
And he told me that the child had died.
Mangu awo nefuna.
Immediately I got a boda.
Nendeeta n'empisa awo nasanga abapoliisi bangi.
Boda?
Wafuna boda?
Yes.
Nendeeta Ggaba.
Boda brought me to Ggaba.
Okay.
Nempita awo nga waliwo.
Did your supervisor tell you which child had died?
Supervisor wo yakugamba mwana
ngamba omwana wo afudde.
My supervisor told me that my child had died.
Did
Attorney is asking, did he tell you which child had died?
Bali mu kubuuza nti baakugamba mwana ki afudde?
ye
Yes.
Who did
Ani baakugamba ani?
ya supervisor nga yajja n'angamba nti bamukubidde essimu okuva eno waka tyo omwana wange afudde Keisha.
My supervisor told me that he got a phone call from my home informing him that my child Keisha had died.
Did he disclose who had called him?
Yakugamba ani yali amukubidde?
Ye
Yes.
What did he disclose?
Yakugamba ani?
ngamba mukyala wange yamukubidde.
He told me that my wife is the one who had called him.
The name of your wife?
Mukyala wo bamuyita ani?
Mita Namujukuluthum.
Sorry?
Namujukuluthum.
Namujju Kulusumu.
So you say when you got that information, you got a border and came to Ggaba. Which place in Ggaba did you go?
Ogambye nti bwe baakugamba n'ofuna booda n'ekuleeta e Ggaba. Ggaba wagenda mu kitundu ki?
Ggaba yandeeta n'enteeka ali mu trading center.
Where did you eventually go? Which place did you go?
Wagenda mu kifo ki?
Nasooka ne ntuuka ewaka.
I first went home.
And after home?
Ng'otuuse waka.
Ne baŋŋamba bali ku ddwaliro.
Then I was informed that they were in the hospital.
Which hospital?
Ddwaliro ki?
Baliyita Wenzi Medical Center.
It's called Wenzi Medical Center.
What followed?
Kye kyaddako?
Ne ŋŋendayo ne nnyingira munda.
I went and entered the
When
hospital.
you went to Wenzi, what did you find?
Wasanga ki ng'ogenze ku Wenzi?
Natuukawo nga waliwo security nnyingi, nga waliwo abamagye.
When I reached, there was a lot of security. There were army men.
Yes. And what followed?
Kye kyaddako?
Ne nnyingira munda.
I entered.
You entered inside where?
Entered inside.
What followed?
Kye kyaddako?
Ne ŋŋenda ne ndaba omwana.
I went and saw the child.
Where was your child?
Omwana wo yali ludda wa?
Yali mu emergency room.
The child was in an emergency room.
In what state was your child?
Omwana wo yali mu mbeera ki?
Bali bamusaze obulago.
They had cut her in the neck.
Was she still alive when you
Yali
arrived?
akyali mulamu nga we watuukira.
Nedda yali afudde.
She had died.
What followed?
Kye kyaddako?
Mr. Komakech.
Awo mami wange najja.
My mother came.
What's the name of your mother?
Mami wo bamuyita ani?
Amono Jackie.
Amono Jackie.
Yes,
Let
your
me get the
mother
name
came.
of the mother again.
Amono Jackie.
Amono Jackie.
What happened when your mother came?
Maama wo bwe yatuuka kye kyaddako?
Awo ne batwala emirambo emulago.
The bodies were then taken to Mulago.
How many bodies were taken to Mulago?
Gyali mirambo emeka gye baatwala e Mulago?
Bonna abaana be baali basse bonna babatwalira mu.
Did you get to know the number? By any
Omuwendo gwabwe wagutegeera? Baali bameka?
Baali bana.
There were 4.
Did you go to Mulago?
Mulago wagendayo nga batuta abaana?
Nagendayo ne nninda paka bwe bamala postmortem.
I went and waited until they finished postmortem.
What followed?
Kye kyaddako?
Bwe baamaliriza postmortem ne batuwa omulambo gw'omwana.
After postmortem, they gave us the body of the child.
And what followed?
Kye kyaddako?
Mama wange n'agula coffin ne tumuleeta.
My mother bought a coffin and we brought her.
You took her where?
Ne mumutwala wa?
Ne tumuleeta e Ggaba.
We took her to Ggaba.
Ggaba, whose place? Which place?
Ggaba wa wennyini?
Ewa jjajja.
Who's Jajja?
Jjajja waani?
Ewa jjajja w'omwana.
We took the body to the grandmother of the child's home.
And what followed?
Kye kyaddako?
That's your mother?
Owa maama wo?
Ewaali wanene.
Omwana mwamutwala wa jjajja wo?
Ewa maama ewaka.
That is my mother's place.
And what followed?
Kye kyaddako?
Then ne tukola entegeka ezigenda mu kyalo.
Then we made preparations to go to the village.
Did you go to the village?
Mu kyalo mwagenda?
Twasimbula ku Friday.
We set off
eggulu.
on Friday and went to Guru.
And what happened when you arrived in Gulu?
Bwe mwatuuka Guru, kye kyatuukawo?
Then ne twebaka abamu abaali bakooye ne tutegeeka okuziika enkeera.
We rested for those who were tired, then we prepared for burial the following day.
So when was your child buried?
Omwana wo bamuziika ddi?
Bamuziika ku Lwomukaaga ku ssaawa 6.
She was buried on Saturday at midday.
Mr. Komakech, is that all that we have to tell court?
Byebyo byeyagala kugamba kooti?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is all from him.
Who is doing the cross-examination? Mr. Kumbuga?
Mr. Komakech.
Yes.
I'm a lawyer. I wish to ask you some questions, but before I ask you questions, sorry for what happened to your child. Nobody in this country deserves to die like that. However, the court is here to investigate the same question. I request that you answer the following questions.
oyo lawyer era agenda kukubuuza ebibuuzo naye nga tanakubuuza bibuuzo kkiriza okusaasira kwe kwekyo kyakutuukako nga basa omwana wo nti teri munnayuganda gwanidde okufa mu ngeri bwetyo n'agamba nti agenda kukubuuza ebibuuzo kooti esobole kutegeera amazima kye kyatuukawo.
Have you heard?
Okitegedde?
Okay. Mr. Komakech, will I be right to say that you were told that your child was dead?
Bw'agamba nti baakugamba nti omwana wo yali afudde aba mutuufu?
Sikitegedde ekibuuzo.
Bw'agamba nti baakugamba nti omwana wo yali afudde aba mutuufu?
Aba mutuufu kuba abankubira.
Is that you were told?
Ekibuuzo kigamba nti baakugamba.
Bangamba kuba nali ndi ku batukiriza tukola
I was told because I was at my press.
And Mr. Komakech was the death of your child.
Mu kaseera ako we baakugambira wali tomanyi ani yatta omwana wo?
Yes.
Yes.
Therefore, Mr. Komakech, will I be right to say today is your first time to see the accused person?
Ekitegeeza olwaleero gwe mulundi
Nedda.
no.
So when did you first see him?
Wasooka ddi kumulaba?
Nasooka kumulaba we nali nva ku mulimu we nali nya boda nga ngenda.
Because I was going home.
Which date is that?
Bwali ddi? Ennaku z'omwezi.
Ennaku z'omwezi gwe batta abaana lwennyini.
The day when the children were killed.
Mr. Komakech, will I be right to say that whenever you drop your child at school, in case you do so, you would not be checked?
Nti bwe waleetanga omwana kumutwala mu ssomero bali tebabakebera?
Tetuyingira just omwana omuyingiza mu gate ne baggalawo waliwo receiving abaana.
We don't enter the gate. When you bring the child, you just basomesa ababa receiving.
Yeah, basomesa beba receiving abaana.
The teachers are the ones who receive the children.
So it is correct that at the gate there was no security officer?
Ekitegeeza ku gate wali tewali mukuumi oba wa security.
Olwo olunaku sinze yaleeta omwana.
On that day, I'm not the one who brought the child.
I'm asking whenever you would bring the child at school.
Abuuza buli bwe waleetanga omwana wabeerangawo omukuumi oba asikari?
Nedda tewaliyo.
There was no security.
Okay. The time you said that you first saw the suspect while you were on the border, what was that time?
Essaawa z'ogambye nti wasooka kulaba omuwaabirwa ng'oli ku booda zaali ssaawa mmeka?
Obudde sibujjukira naye ndowooza zaalinga ssaawa ndowooza wanga mukaaga kuba nali mpitawo nga waliwo abapoliisi bangi nga
I don't remember time, but it was around midday.
So, since there were many people, would I be right to say you didn't see the suspect that day?
Nti olw'ensonga nti waliwo abantu bangi nti wandiba nga ono gwe bavunaana tewamulaba.
Namulaba naye nze nali simanyi nti oba omwana afiiridde awo nti oba bamusidde awo kuba nali ngenda akakulaba kigenda.
I saw him, but I had not known that the child was killed from there.
So who introduced you that person that is the one?
Ani yakulaga nti omuntu oyo ye yatta?
Nayitawo nga waliwo abeekalakaasa.
I passed when there are some people who were demonstrating.
So you can't tell the name?
So tomanyi linnya.
Bwe nali ndi ku ddwaliro abantu nga bagamba omusajja asewubye abaana.
When I was at the hospital, people were saying that the man had killed the children so badly.
Was he also at the hospital?
Era naye yagenda ku ddwaliro?
Teyaliyo. Nali mpitawo ati nga ngenda waka namulaba nga ndowooza baba bali mu byakulwana.
He didn't go to the hospital, but when I was passing, I saw him when other people were demonstrating.
So you confirm at the hospital the suspect was not there when they were telling you that?
Okakasa nti ono gwe wawaabira teyali ku ddwaliro nga bakugamba ebyo byonna?
Asamulabayo ku ddwaliro.
I didn't see him at the hospital.
So I will be correct to say you do not remember the time you might have seen the suspect?
Tojjukira ssaawa ze walabiramu gwe bawaabira?
Actually said that he cannot remember, but it was around midday.
Much obliged, my lord.
Yagambye nti tajjukira ssaawa ze yamulabiramu.
Okay. At the time you saw that person, was he already arrested or he was not yet?
We wamulabira baali bamaze okumukwata oba baali tebannaba mukwata?
Baali bamukutte nga ndowooza bamuteeka ku kabangali.
They had arrested him and they were putting him on the police vehicle.
Now at that time, you listen to this question is a bit long. At that time, you had already seen your child.
Mu kaseera ako wali omaze okulaba omwana wo?
Nedda nali mpitawo nga ndi ku booda nga ngenda waka.
I was passing on a border when I was going home.
You were on border, that's when you saw the person being felled on the car.
Wali ku border n'olaba gwe baali bateeka ku motoka? Yes.
I would be right to say that that was not sufficient time for you to recognize the person you are talking about while you're on border.
Agamba nti akaseera ke wali olina nga oli ku border wali tosobola kulaba omuntu gwe baali bateeka ku motoka?
Kumwekanya
wali tosobola kumwetegereza n'omwekanya n'ogamba nti y'ono?
Nga we nkugambye nze nali mpitawo nennengera nga bamuteeka ku kabangali nga nze ndowooza bya abantu bali kwekalakaasa byabwe kati. Then we natuuka ku ddwaliro nentegeera kubanga I was scrolling ku social media nendaba face again.
So you are
confirming? As I've told you, I was going home on a border. Then I saw the police officers putting someone on police patrol car. I thought there were some people who were demonstrating until I reached the hospital and they told me that there is a man who had killed the children.
Okay.
And I also saw on social media.
Would you be able to identify how he had dressed?
Osobola kujjukira bwe yali ayambadde bw'oba nga wamulaba?
Sijjukira.
I don't remember.
Could we please have some peace and calm?
Tukakane. Tuli mu kooti.
My Lord, I'm through with the cross-examination.
My Lord, just 1, 2. Mr. Komakechi, you say on that day, I'm asking you these questions to clarify a few things which the lawyer asked you.
Bagenda kubuuza ekibuuzo oteleze ku nsonga ze batategedde bulungi.
So on that day you say it is not you that brought your child to school. Who brought?
Ogambye kwolwo si ye gwe yaleeta omwana ku ssomero. Ani yamuleeta?
Oyo neighbor affe yamuleeta amita Mr. Derek.
My neighbor, Mr. Derek, is the one who brought the child to school.
And then the lawyers asked you the times, events when your child would be taken to school. Was it you who was always taking your child to school?
Baroya bakubuuziza obudde ne byabeerangawo ng'otutta omwana ku ssomero. Bulijjo gwe yali atwala mwana ono ku ssomero.
Ennaku ezimu nze yali amutwala, ennaku endala maama we.
Sometimes I would take the child to school and sometimes the mother would take the child.
Okay. Lord, that's all from him. We pray to call the next witness.
Mr. Komakech, thank you so much for coming to help us tell us what you know about this case, and we extend our very sincere condolences to you upon the loss of your daughter.
Mwami Komakech webale kujja kutubuulira ebikwata ku musango guno. Oweekitiibwa akusaasira ku ekyo ekyakutuukako.
And I will lead the next one.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam. My lord.
What's your name?
Bakuyitani.
Ngenda kwesa Luganda. Amanya Mbazira Lawrence. Mbazira Lawrence.
Mbazira Lawrence, my lord.
Mr. Mbazira, how old are you?
Oyina emyaka mmeka?
Nina emyaka 4.
I'm 40 years old.
And what is your religion?
Osoma ddiini ki?
Ndi Mukatoliki.
I'm a Catholic.
You're going to swear and answer some questions.
Ogenda kulayira bakubuuze ebibuuzo.
Kale.
Jiwanike waggulu onziremu. Ndayira mu linnya lya Katonda.
Ndayira mu linnya lya Katonda.
Obujulizi bwe ngenda.
Tell court what happened on the 2nd of April 2026. Happened on the 2nd of April 2026.
Gamba kooti bice byaliwo nga 2 Ogwokuna 2026.
Ennaku z'omwezi 2 Ogwokuna ssaawa zaali ng'emu n'ekitundu.
For school.
Bethel?
Namiyingo.
What is the other name?
Namiyingo Beth. N'amwambaza uniform ye ya sports wear.
He dressed the child with sports wear uniform.
Yamala okumwambaza omwana n'amukwata amutwale ku ssomero.
After preparing the child, she took him to the hospital, to the school.
Essomero eryo nga liyitibwa Ggaba Early Childhood Development Center.
The school is called Ggaba Early Childhood Development Center.
Baali bagenda omwana n'ansiibula n'angamba bye daddy.
As they were leaving, the child said bye to me.
Namuddamu naye teyawulira n'angamba daddy nkusaba tonzizeemu, ne mugamba nkuzzeemu. Namuddamu naye teyawulira n'angamba daddy nkusaba tonzizeemu, ne mugamba nkuzzeemu.
I responded, but the child asked me why I didn't respond, and I said I responded.
Ne muddamu nti kale bye daddy.
I said I responded.
Ne muddamu nti kale bye daddy. Ne bagenda.
I again said bye, and they left.
Bwe bamala okugenda mama we yakomawo n'abako emirimu gye yali akola wabweru awo.
After that, the mother came back. There was some work I was doing outside there.
Nga ateekateeka kufumba.
And she started cooking.
Nga tunyumyamuko awo ne muganda wange bayita Ziwa Alozias.
And I remained there with my brothers. Then at around 11,
waliwo neighbor waffe amuyita Sekamate Annette.
Our neighbor called Sekamate Annette.
Nga tundabira kula ku ssomero eriri okumpi naffe awo baliyita Ggaba Progressive.
Sorry? You said our neighbor called Sekamate who?
Annette.
What did Annette Sekamate do?
Sekamate Annette yakola ki?
Senyonga najja ewaka.
She sent her son called Senyonga to our home.
N'atusangawo ffenna basatu.
She found us all the three.
Nze, mama w'omwana ne uncle we Alozias.
Myself, the mother of the child, and my brother Alozias.
It's okay, go on.
N'atubuuza Ignatius ali ku ssomero.
She asked us whether Ignatius was at school.
Tumugamba nti ye.
And we said yes.
N'atugamba ndeyo ku ssomero basseyo abaana bana.
She told us that we should hurry to school. They had killed 4 children in that school.
Mama we n'amubuuza.
Try to slow down because we are. Okay, so you said Senyonga told you to hurry up because children had been killed at the school. Yes, go on.
Bwe yaŋŋamba, bwe yatugamba ffenna, mama we n'abuuza biki by'oyogera ggwe naye nga twakanisedde okukankana.
The mother asked what she was talking about, but for me I started shaking.
Kati muganda wange yaguma n'ayambala ne bagenda ne Ssenyonga ku ssomero.
Which
My
Muganda?
brother, my brother's Alozias was stronger. He dressed up and went with Senyonga to the school.
Yes, go on.
Nze bandekawo era nasigala nga ndi waka nga ndi mu kutya okw'amaanyi nga nkankana nze eno ziri eri.
They left me home when I was in a panic mode.
Who did Ziwa go with to the school?
Ziwa yagenda nani ku ssomero.
Okay, yes.
Ziwa went with Senyonga.
Okay, you stayed home?
Nalaba tebakomawo nengezako okuba ku ssimu ye nga yagirese waka nga takwata.
I saw when they were not coming back, so I tried calling her phone, but her phone had been left home, so she was not speaking.
His phone, Ziwa.
For Ziwa.
Yeah, Ziwa, yeah.
I tried calling Ziwa's phone, but he was not speaking because he had left his phone home.
Yes. Yes, go on.
Nasigala waawo nga sibitegera naye nga mbayo nabo bweyanyi timba nkyali awo ngenda okulaba ndingiza manti nno naye yaliko nange nenengala okufuna obulumi.
Who came crying?
Alozias.
So died.
Yes, proceed.
Yanengatakawo netukaba ffenna oluvannyuma yaguma naddamu n'addayo ku ssomero namugamba agenda oddeyo following ebirala ebikola ate tulabe ekigenda mu maaso.
Could you go over that again?
When he came, what did he tell you?
When he came, he cried, our Ignatius. Then I understood that he had also died.
Yes.
Kati bwe yaddayo namugamba gaya n'essimu nja kuba tuwuziganya ku ssimu nga mukubira essimu nangamba kati bavuddewo ku ssomero bagenze ku Wenzi Medical Center.
When he was going back, I asked him to go with the phone so that we can communicate. When I called him later, he told me that they had gone to Wenzi Medical Center.
Yes.
Kati awo saddamu kumuwuliza paka nga batuuse e Mulago mochari.
I didn't hear from them again until they reached Mulago mortuary.
Did they eventually return from Mulago?
Bamala ne bakomawo okuva e Mulago.
Lwatuuka e Mulago baddamu okunkubira nga baagala ssente omukuleetera omwana singa bamaze okumubawa.
Sorry?
Baddamu okunkubira nga batuuse e Mulago senga w'omwana yameegattako ng'ali e Mulago n'amwegattako senga w'omwana ne bankubira nga beetaagayo ssente omwana leetera omwana nga bamaze okumubawa.
They later called me when they wanted some money to transport the body after the body had been given to them.
Yes.
Nasindika ssente era beddako okuddamu okugira nga bakomyewo olweggulo sawa nga 12 ekitundu.
Who are those who returned?
Abakomawo be baani?
Senga w'omwana Nanyonjo Viola ne muganda wange Ziwa Alozias.
I sent money and then they came back in the evening. That was Nanyonjo Viola and my brother Ziwa Alozias.
Yes.
Omwana bamuyingiza mu nnyumba.
They took the body to the house.
Ne mulabako.
I looked at the body.
What did you see when you looked at the body?
Bwe wamulaba kiki walaba?
Namulaba nga ye wange naye nga bamusaze wano bamutunze era bamaze okumutunga nga bamutunze wano bwe bati.
I saw it was my own child. He had stitch marks at the back of the neck.
Yes, proceed.
Ekyaddako nenkuba essimu mu kyalo ne mbategeeza bali bategeddeko dda ne nkonfaminga nti ddala kituufu mu mulambo ngulabyeko omwana yafudde.
I then called people in the village to confirm to them that the child had died.
Which village is that?
Talowa.
Gomba district.
Which
one?
Namabeya.
Namabere. Namabeya parish, Gomba, in Gomba district.
Yes.
Era ne mbategeeza nti tugenda kuziika enkya nga 3.
I also informed them that we are going to bury the following day on 3rd.
Okay. Did you eventually travel?
Mwamala mutambula.
Twasulawo ne tusimbula okuva e Ggaba ssaawa nga 2:2 awo. Twatuukayo ssaawa nga 6.
We reached around midday.
Tumuziika ssaawa nga 10 wakati wa ssaawa 10 awo.
We buried him at around 4. Sorry.
That's all, my lord, for this witness.
Thank you. Who is doing the cross-examination?
Mr. Bazira? Lawrence? Please accept our condolences. A parent shouldn't bury their child.
Kkiriza okusaasira okuva ku balooya.
Did the school ever inform you about the incident? Did they tell you?
Ab'essomero baakugambako ku ebyo byatuukawo, baakukubira essimu.
Ab'essomero bajja ewaka.
People from school came home.
After how long?
Bajjayo waka nga wayise bbanga ki?
Okuva ku ki? After how long?
The time of the incident.
Kuva ku ssaawa 5.
Okuva ku ebyo ebyatuukawo ebyokulya.
Bajja kwolwo lwennyini.
They came on that very day.
Do you also used to drop the child sometimes at school?
Maama we yalinga amutwala yekka.
Only the mother used to take the child to school.
Please once again accept our condolences. Thank you. That's all, my lord.
Any re-examination, Miss Anna?
No, my lord, there's no re-exam. We already have another witness.
Has Mr. Mbazira gone? Mr. Mbazira, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming to give us the evidence, and thank you for being strong. Please receive and accept our sincere condolences upon the loss of your son.
Mwami Mbazira webale kujja mu kooti kuwa obujulizi n'okubeera omugumu, era kooti ekusaasira ku ekyo kyatuukako ku mwana wo.
You can now go and sit.
Genda otuule.
Good afternoon, sir.
Osibyeeta nosebo.
I'm going to kindly request that you speak a little louder so that I'm able to hear.
Naye ojja kukozesa ku Luganda.
Bakusaba nti ojja kwongezako ku ddoboozi Oweekitiibwa omulamuzi awulire by'oyogera.
What's your name, sir? Mr. Kurut, how old are you?
Olina emyaka mmeka? 30 years old.
What's your religion?
Osoma ddiini ki?
Ndi Musiraamu.
I'm a Muslim.
Okay, you're going to hold the Quran and make some affirmation.
Ngenda kukwata Korani, ngenda kulayira. Nziramu nkakasa.
Nkakasa.
Obujulizi bwengenda kuwa mu kooti.
Obujulizi bwengenda okuwa mu kooti.
Ku musango guno.
Omusango guno.
Bwa mazima.
Bwa mazima.
Awatali bulimba.
Where do you reside?
Obeera wa?
Beera Ggaba mission.
Ggaba ku ddoboozi.
Ggaba mission.
Where is Ggaba mission found?
I stay in Ggaba mission. Ggaba mission esangibwa wa?
Wali nga ku police.
Near the police.
Which division?
Division ki?
Makindye division.
Makindye division.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
Okola mulimu ki?
Mvuga Uber.
I'm an Uber driver.
Do you know Okello?
Okello Ryan omumanyi?
Mumanyi.
I know him.
How do you know him?
Omumanyi otya?
Mutabani wange.
He's my son.
Where is Ryan? Ryan.
Pardon me?
Liberty TV. Your window to the world. 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 Liberty TV. Your window to the world.
Yankubira essimu.
As I was coming back, my wife called me on phone.
Nangamba seko ogende ku ssomero waliwo obuzibu obutuuseeyo.
She told me that there was a problem that had happened at the school.
What's the name of your wife?
Omukyala wa bamuyita ani?
Nakalega Jalia.
She's called who?
Nakalega Jalia.
My wife is called Nakalega Jalia.
Nakalega.
Nakalega.
Nakaleja.
Nakalega.
Nakalega Jalia.
Yes, go on. So your wife calls you around 11 a.m. What did she say when she called you?
mukyala wo bwe yakukubira ku ssaawa 5 yakugamba ki?
Yaŋŋamba waliwo obuzibu obutuusewo ku ssomero.
My wife told me that there was a problem that had happened at the school.
Ne mugamba sijja kusobola kugendayo, gwe gendayo kuba nkyali wala.
I told her that I could not make it and I asked her to go to the school since I was still far.
Yagendayo ne wayitawo eddakiika nga 10 n'emukubira essimu.
She went there and after 10 minutes I told her.
N'aŋŋamba waliwo obutuusewo ku ssomero.
That there was a problem at school.
Navuga emmotoka mangu ne ntuuka ku ssomero.
I drove very fast to the school.
Nasanga ng'abantu bali waggulu ne nkozesa ebigere ne nzikira eno wansi we yali.
I packed my car up and I sloped down to where the child was.
Nga omwana olwedde bamaze omusango.
Slow down. Where did you park your car?
Emotoka yo wajja
ku university, Kampala University.
I parked my car at Kampala University.
Yes? Proceed.
Bwe nagipaakinga eri waggulu ne nzikira wansi ku bigere.
I sloped down on foot.
Bwe nasanga omwana ng'olwedde bamaze omusala bamusazeeko ensingo.
Child's neck had been cut.
Bali bamwebasizaawo kabalaza.
They had the veranda.
Nga n'okumubiikako bamubiseeko.
And they had covered him.
At which veranda?
Kabalaza ki?
Somero.
The veranda at the school.
Yes.
Bwe namubikulako.
When I removed the cross,
nasanga ensingo bagisazeeko.
I found when they had cut the neck.
Awe natandikira okuba omulanga.
I started crying.
Akumpi be bankwatako.
People who were near me supported.
Nafuna we ntuula.
I sat somewhere.
Bamala ne baŋŋamba omukyala wo yazirise ali eri waggulu ku Wenzi Medical Center.
Damu.
Ne baŋŋamba omukyala we azirise bamututte eri ku Wenzi Medical Center.
They told me that my wife had collapsed and they had taken her to Wenzi's Medical Center.
Abaali bankutte ne baŋŋamba twambukeyo ne twambukayo.
People who had supported me told me that we should go there, so we went there.
Nembeerayo ke eddakiika nga 10. Nembeerayo ke eddakiika nga 10.
I was there for 10 minutes.
Nenkwata ebigere nenkomawo eno wansi awaali maiti.
I came back to where the body was.
Odde nasanga poliisi ng'esibyewo akaguwa.
I found when police had cordoned off the place.
Ne batugamba mugumiikirize maiti tugenda zitwala mochari e Mulago.
They told me to be patient. They were going to take the body to Mulago.
Era nze nakwata ebigere era nenzirayo ku ddwaliro ku Wenzi Medical Center.
I went back to Wenzi Medical Center.
Abaana abalala nabo batutte eyo.
Other children had been taken there.
Kato wange yali asigaddeyo ne mabega naye ne bamuleeta.
My child had remained behind, but he was also brought to the medical center.
Fast hold. Yes, please go on. So, when you returned from the medical center, you found when the school had been cordoned off and they told you, the patient, the bodies were going to be taken to Mulago for post-mortem. Proceed.
Ogambye nti bwe watuuka ku ssomero n'osanga nga poliisi ekifo yali emaze okukisibako ne bakugamba nti obeere mugumiikiriza emirambo bajja kusooka gitwala mu Mulago. Kye kyaddako.
Era emirambo baagitwalayo e Mulago.
They took the bodies to Mulago.
Era we nagenda ne ngujjayo.
And in the morning I went and picked the body.
Was it on that very day of the 2nd?
Pardon?
Did you pick the body on the day of the 2nd?
Omwana wamugjayo nga 2.
Omwana namugjayo nga 2.
I picked the baby on 2nd.
Okay. Okay, yes. You, after picking the body, what happened?
Ng'omaze okugjayo omulambo ki ekyaddako?
Omulambo naguze ewaka wembeera.
I took the body to home where I was stay.
Ne tukola ku nteekateeka ez'okumutwala mu kyalo okumuziika e Palisa.
And we started preparations to take the body to Palisa for burial.
Zaali ziwera ssaawa nga 10. Zaali ziwera nga ssaawa nga 10.
Around
10
nga bukya ku makya.
At around 4 a.m.
ne tusimbula ne tugenda e Palisa.
We set off to Palisa.
Palisa ntuukayo nga bukedde ku Lwokutaano.
We reached Palisa on the morning.
Yes, you went to Palisa. What time did you arrive in Palisa?
Palisa mwatuukayo ssaawa meka?
Palisa twatuukayo ssaawa nga 3 ez'okumakya ku Lwokutaano.
We reached Palisa around 9 a.m. on Friday.
Yes.
Ne tukola ku nteekateeka z'okuziika omwana ne muziika e Palisa.
We prepared for burial and we buried the child in Palisa.
When did you bury?
Twamuzika Lwakutaano.
We buried on Friday.
My Lord, that's all for this witness.
Examination, Mr. Fumbuga.
Mr. Okurut, sorry for what happened to your child. I pray that such a thing should never happen again to any parent in Uganda.
Bakusaasira ku ekyo ekyatuukawo ku mwana wo.
However, for the purposes of justice, I request that you answer the following questions.
Olw'okuba nti twagala obwenkanya ajja kukusaba oddemu ebibuuzo by'agenda okukubuuza.
Mr. Okurut, will I be right to say at the time of death of your child you were not at this school?
Nti omwana we yafiira wali ku ssomero eryo. Omwana we yafiira wali toli ku ssomero.
Nali siri ku ssomero.
I was not at the school.
Will I also be right to say that you don't know the person who identified for you the suspect?
Nti ate omuntu eyakulaga omuntu eyali asse omwana tomumanyi.
I am not very sure that question is clear. Could you make it clear, please?
Much obliged, my lord. Who told you that the accused in court is responsible for the death of your child?
Ani yakugamba nti ono gwe bavunaana ali wano nti yeyatta omwana wo?
Abantu abankwata be baŋŋamba jangu olaba akatema akatemudde omwana wo kali wali mu motoka yali motoka ya poliisi.
Are supporting me are the ones who told me to go to the police patrol car to see the killer.
So will I be able to say you cannot name anybody? You cannot tell the name of
Mr. Okello, please answer that question again, or repeat that answer. Who told you that he's the one who killed your child?
Abankwata nga ntandise okukaaba be baŋŋamba jangu olaba akasajja akasse omwana wo. Sisobola kubamanya manya kuba sibalina kuba nange npunze okuŋŋamba jangu olaba akasajja.
Please proceed, Mr. Kumbuga.
Okay. Mr. Okello, in taking your child to school, would you participate?
Wali omu kubatwalanga omwana ku ssomero?
Pardon? Wadi?
Wali omu ku abo batwalanga omwana wo ku ssomero?
Yes, sir, yennyabo.
Yes.
Okay, the days you used to take your child to school, would you be checked by the security personnel in case they were in your school?
Bwe watwalanga omwana ku ssomero abakuumi bakukeberanga ng'oyingira?
Abakuumi tebankeberanga, wabula abasomesa be bajjanga okwanirizanga abaana mu motoka mwene ali mutwalidde.
Security personnel would not check us, only the teachers would welcome the children.
Okay, as a parent who lost your child, has the school ever given you any brief about the security of the school administration?
Gwenge yafiirwa omwana, ab'essomero bali bakubuulidde eby'essomero nga bwe biri?
Wadde tebanaba.
They did not.
Yes, Mr. Kumbuga, can you proceed, please?
Okay, you said that you know the accused person. For how long have you known him?
Ogambye nti omanyi gwe bavunaana. Omaze bbanga ki ng'omumanyi?
Olaba bwe namumanya.
On that very day when I saw him, that's when I got to know him.
For how long did you see him?
Wamulaba kumala bbanga ki?
Kuva ku olwo olunaku lwennyini.
For how long?
kwolwo lwe wamulaba wamulabiranga eddakiika nga mmeka ng'omulaba?
Namulaba just eddakiika zaalinga 5.
About 5 minutes.
In those 5 minutes, are you able to describe how he was dressed?
Mu ddakiika ezo 5 osobola tunnyonnyola bwe yali ayambadde?
Liberty TV.
I might not explain very well, but he was wearing a checked shirt.
My Lord, I'm through with this witness.
Any reaction, Miss Anna?
My Lord, we have no questions in your exam. That's all for this witness.
Mr. Ruth, thank you so much for coming to testify.
Mwami Okulutu webale nnyo okujja.
And we extend our condolences to you upon the loss of your son.
Era kooti ekusaasira ku ekyo ekyatuuka ku mwana wo.
Mr. Mwaganya, I want us to have a short health break. 30 minutes and we shall be back. We shall be back at 3:35. Let's stretch and also
tujja kukomawo mu ddakiika 3 okuva kati.
Where are we going?
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
They do not, much as they give me an opinion, I am not by them. If I disagree, I would give reasons why I am not agreeing with them. So I want you to know that their opinion does not bind the court. Ultimately, the court makes the final to appoint the assessor. Where is Mr. Musana John? Oh, you're there.
objection.
And you, Mr. Kumbuga Richard?
My Lord, no objection.
Advising the court?
My Lord, no objection.
Where do you do your business from?
Lord Masaja Chibira Zone.
What's your religion?
Run to the washroom, but we are going to dive into straight here.
Pay school fees using Airtel Money and you could win 100,000 Ugandan shillings every week. That's right, 100 winners every single week. Dial *185#, select option 6 or use the My Airtel app. The more you pay, the higher your chances. Airtel Money, instant, secure, borderless.
The Uganda Communications Commission is reminding all broadcasters and media content providers of their duty that every piece of audiovisual content aired on television or digital platforms must be duly licensed in line with the Copyright and Neighboring Rights Act. Under this law, creating or creators have exclusive rights over their work. That includes the right to broadcast, perform, reproduce, and also distribute. Of the Act, it is clear that anyone who wants to use another person's work for commercial purposes must first obtain